Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de WWE 2K25 sur PS5. Je vais continuer le jeu, c'est parti et je suis dans le mode Showcase où je viens de faire gagner Naomi contre Bailey. Alors je continue le Showcase, c'est parti de la Bloodline.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared? The deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Atha after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Alpha, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
C'est l'heure du tables match entre les Wild Samoans contre les Dudley Boyz.
That's just what they'll get from Alpha and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team.
Bubba Ray et Devon de Dudley Boyz contre Alpha et Sika.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the
What
end,
the-
but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
Et voici Alpha et Sika, le Wild Samoan.
And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces. I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
On va tout faire pour gagner ce match.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted.
Le clothesline, non. Il a réussi à me pousser.
do.
Come on, manager.
To get the advantage in this tables match, after all, this is the Dudley Boyz match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
Already he's taken on some damage.
Yeah, that's Sika putting his in-ring acumen to good use.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Coming back from the outside now. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior.
Jawbreaker! Call the dentist.
Oh, ouch!
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Now clear.
Allez, clothesline.
This isn't going to end well.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boyz. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boyz' legacy.
His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
So far, this tables match has been just as brutal as we anticipated. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice.
Elbows to the sky high.
Uh-oh. Intercepted by Bubba. Backfire into a DDT.
You can see Bubba Ray's eyes taking aim.
Bubba cutter.
That was the Dudley Boyz showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about.
Whip back into the ring.
Watching
Through the air. And connects.
From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
And it is indeed time for Devon to get the tables.
Incoming.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Devon gets intercepted.
Ooh, Jordan back elbow.
La spéciale en réserve.
As tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. A calculated attack here against Bubba Ray.
And the Wild Samoans are just absolutely running roughshod over the Dudley Boyz.
I think he's totally gassed.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done. Blast off!
And does not get it.
Stomping down. Clubbing forearm. Boom, what impact.
Gets the table.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. Oh, vicious head.
Hot top into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely to the sky. Whoa, look out. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
He'll make it. What he's looking for here looks like
Yeah.
needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have
Attention. The Samoan drop.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
Going straight for the body, doing a little more softening up of the torso area. Being placed onto the top rope.
Bien, bien, bien. Ça va faire mal, ça.
It's gonna be real bad.
Oh
Et les Samoans Wild, God, Wild Samoan qui gagne le match. Ça, c'était énorme, exactement. Par Sika. Samoan. Ça, c'était un sacré match par équipe. Alpha et Sika ont battu les Dudley Boyz. Avec tous les objectifs atteints, les 6. Donc, si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas. Alpha et Sika sont comme chez eux dans le chaos des matchs de table et ils l'ont prouvé en battant les Dudleys. Alors, si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas. Reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.